The story begins in Denmark during the Viking era. On a mountain, a giant plays happily with his young child, a little troll. Suddenly, the chief of a Danish tribe arrives with his men, planning to kill the giant. The giant sees them from a distance and quickly takes his child to the other side of the mountain. The chief and his men surround the giant. He hides his child and tries to scare the men away, but they attack him with arrows, spears, and torches. The giant falls from the mountain and dies. The little troll watches in silence. The chief sees the child and thinks about killing it, but decides to leave the baby alive. He rides away without telling his men. The troll climbs down the mountain and finds his father's body near the sea. He tries to move it, but it is too heavy. Finally, he cuts the body into pieces and hides them in a cave. The troll begins living alone in the cave. Many years pass and the troll grows up. Every day, when he looks at his father's severed head, he cries in sorrow and remembers him. Meanwhile, in the Danish Viking tribe, a priest performs a religious ceremony for the opening of a new tavern. He announces to the chief that the tavern is now fully ready. On the other side, the troll, who has been waiting all these years to take revenge for his father, finally comes out of his cave. That evening, while some Viking warriors are celebrating inside the tavern, the troll attacks the guard outside, smashing his head, and then enters the tavern. Inside, he brutally slaughters all the Vikings. The next morning, the chief comes to the tavern with his men. The sight shocks him. The bodies of the Viking warriors who stayed there overnight are scattered everywhere, all killed savagely. The chief asks his commander, "Where were you when this happened?" The commander replies, "I was in the village. Some young men stayed here after drinking, but I don't know who killed them so cruelly." Strangely, no women or elders were harmed. Hearing this, the chief grows uneasy. Later, the scene shifts to the Vikings of Gatland, whose leader is Leo, a famous Viking warrior. As always, they set out on their ships for raids and plundering, but during their journey, the cold weather forces them to stop near Denmark. That night, the Danish chief goes near the mountain with his guard and calls out, challenging the troll. As he takes a few steps forward, the troll suddenly appears from behind and strikes the guard on the head, killing him instantly. From a distance, the chief sees this and charges forward with his sword. But before he can reach him, the troll runs away. The chief cannot understand why the troll never fights him directly and only kills his guards before escaping each time. The next morning, the whole tribe gathers at the site of the killings. The chief's wife says, "Many of our Viking men have been killed. What will happen to their widows now? If this continues, soon only widows will remain in the village." The chief has no answer and stays silent out of shame. The chief's wife visits Lena, a woman who lives alone on the mountain. She asks if her husband will die by the troll. Lena says he will not. The chief's wife goes home quietly. Meanwhile, Leo and the Vikings from Gatland arrive near the Danish village. A horseman warns them to leave, but Leo says they only want to rest. They meet the chief, who welcomes them and arranges a feast. During the meal, Leo asks why there are so many widows. The chief explains the troll kills Viking men at night. Leo decides he and his men will wait for the troll. At midnight, the troll comes near the tavern. He checks the door but doesn't enter because the Vikings are outsiders. Instead, he urinates on the door and disappears. The next morning, Leo and some men search the hills but cannot find him. Leo visits Lena to ask about the troll. She tells him the troll will be killed, but many Vikings will die too, and the land will be soaked in blood. She warns Leo to stay away. Leo learns the troll only attacks Viking men, not women, children, or elders. Leo thinks there must be a reason the troll only kills men. The chief explains that 20 years ago a troll was killed, and this one is likely seeking revenge. Leo and his men wait in the tavern again, but the troll does not appear. The next day, Leo asks Lena how the troll can be killed. She suggests going home, but Leo insists on knowing. She throws her fortune-telling bones, but the troll appears outside and runs away when he sees Leo. Lena explains the troll is not fighting Leo because he has not harmed him. Lena also reveals that the troll protects her from men who once tried to dishonor her. That is why she will not help Leo kill him. He has suffered enough already. After learning this, Leo goes back to the chief and says, "Through Lena, I spoke with the troll. He told her that the Vikings treated him very cruelly. That is why he is taking revenge." The chief looks uneasy and says, "I will talk to you about this later." As Leo is leaving to return to his men, he sees a disabled man being beaten cruelly by some children. Leo drives the children away. The man then says, "My father fought against the troll's father. That is why the troll killed all the men of my family. I know where the troll lives. You and your warriors can go there and kill him." Hearing this, Leo and his warriors set out by boat toward the mountain where the troll's cave lies. With the disabled man guiding them, they land near the shore and climb up the mountain until they find the only entrance to the cave. One Viking tries to climb down, but his foot slips. The others quickly pull him back up. After that, none of them have the courage to go inside. Instead, they urinate near the cave entrance and begin returning to their boat. But suddenly, from beneath the water, the hidden troll lunges at the Viking who had urinated near his cave, trying to kill him. His companions strike quickly, forcing the troll to retreat back under the water. The Viking's life is saved. After this, the group goes back to the tavern and waits all night for the troll. But this time, the troll does not dare to enter. The next morning, Leo steps outside and sees that the troll has killed the crippled soldier who showed them the way to the cave. Shocked, Leo and the Vikings decide to return to the troll's cave, but this time, they use a rope to reach the entrance. When they enter, they find strange things scattered around. One Viking breaks the skull of the troll's father and urinates on it. The troll is not there at the time, but when he returns and finds the broken skull, he immediately understands who entered his cave. Seeing the insult to his father, the troll becomes furious. That evening, while the Vikings are asleep inside the tavern, the troll attacks them brutally. He kills the one who broke his father's skull. Seeing this, Leo also starts fighting the troll, but Leo is too weak compared to him. The troll tries to escape through the roof, but Leo grabs his leg and pulls him down, wrapping a heavy iron chain around his arm. Angrily, the troll punches Leo and struggles to break free, but his hand gets caught in the chain. A Viking shoots an arrow at him, but the troll knocks it away. Before the others can attack, the troll cuts off his own hand to escape. He runs toward the sea but doesn't get far. He collapses and dies on the shore. Suddenly, his body is dragged into the sea by some unseen force. The next day, the Vikings mourn their fallen comrades and burn their bodies. Leo turns to the chief and says, "You told me only half the truth. Now that the troll is dead, at least tell me everything." The chief admits that they had once killed the troll's father without reason, and now they are all paying the price. Leo replies, "Because of your thinking, an innocent was killed. But this troll was not like you. He never harmed the innocent." Hearing this, the chief feels ashamed. That night, the Vikings hang the troll's severed hand in the tavern and celebrate, believing the troll is finally dead. Afterwards, most of them return home. Leo goes to see Lena. She tells him, "As I said, the troll is gone, but you still have more wounds to suffer." She then reveals her past. Years ago, the troll had come to her. He had been with her once, but after that, he never touched her again. Strangely, the Vikings stopped harassing her. She also says, "Lo, he was not evil. He only carried the pain of his childhood." While talking, Lena and Leo grow closer and end up in each other's arms. At midnight, the troll's mother storms into the village. On her way, she kills a priest. She then enters the tavern and slaughters all the Vikings inside. She takes her son's severed hand with her. The next morning, a small boy secretly approaches Lena. She tells him to stay quiet, then quietly leaves with him. Meanwhile, the Vikings believe the troll is still alive and responsible for the new killings. They go hunting for him. At the seashore, they find another comrade's severed head. Leo's suspicion grows stronger. The troll might still be alive. Leo goes alone into the cave and finds the troll's body on a rock. Suddenly, the troll's mother attacks him. She tries to strangle him, but Leo hits her with a stone and then kills her with a sword. At that moment, a young boy appears with a sword. Leo realizes the boy is the son of Lena and the troll. He lowers his weapon and does not hurt him. Leo returns to the tribe and tells the chief that the troll and his mother are dead. Before leaving, he meets Lena and warns her, "If people know the troll has a son, they might kill you both." Lena says calmly, "This secret will stay between us." In the end, Leo builds graves for the troll and his mother outside Lena's hut. From afar, the troll's son watches with tears. Then Leo leaves with his men, returning to Gatelin, and the story ends. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video.